Good evening everyone, and welcome to another new video on the channel. You know the drill. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe, as it helps us to develop this channel. It is Thursday the 16th of April, and this evening we're off back to Redcar as Redcar Town's search for the Northern League Division 2 title continues against Seaham Red Star. So let's head over to the Mo Molam Memorial Park and find out what on earth is going on. So here we are in Redcar, and coming into tonight's game, Redcar Town are second in the Northern League Division 2, 1 point behind leaders Yarm and Eaglescliffe, and with a game in hand. This is it, this is the game in hand. And Seaham Red Star are in 4th place, 3 points behind 3rd place Jarrow. They can't finish any higher than 3rd. So that's the scenario going into tonight's game. Obviously the last game, in the last video on this channel, we saw Redcar Town miss out on the chance to clinch the title by beating Yarm on Tuesday. They lost that game, and that means that they cannot now clinch the title tonight, even if they win this match. It would roll over until Saturday. And the chances are that they would also need to win that game, their final game of the season, away to Darlington Town. The only way that they could avoid that would be, obviously, if Yarm lose their final game, but this is assuming that Yarm win their match on the last day. At the moment, Yarm have got a positive goal difference over Redcar on 5 goals. So it would literally, the only route to them winning the title with Yarm also winning would mean that Redcar would have to win by 7 goals tonight, so 7-0 or 8-1, something like that. And then in that case, a draw would be sufficient for them at Darlington if Yarm only won their game by a single goal. But obviously there's lots of ifs in there, so it's pretty unlikely, isn't it? You can see what a sort of chain of events would be needed for Redcar Town to not need to win both of their games. So barring a huge victory tonight, which is very unlikely again because of Seaham's own position, they are going to need to win this and then beat Darlington again on Saturday, assuming that Yarm win their final game. Of course, there is also still a route to the title for Redcar if they don't win tonight. They will still have something to play for, because in the unlikely event that Yarm did lose that final game of the season at home to Billingham, then Redcar Town could lose tonight and then pinch the title off them by winning on Saturday. But the easiest route, obviously, for them, having lost the most simple route, which would have been to beat Yarm on Tuesday, would be winning tonight and winning at Darlington, and then there's nothing anyone can do to take it away from them. So let's head into the Neeform Stadium, or the Momolan Memorial Park, to give it its traditional name, and see if they can achieve the first of these 2 cup final victories. So here we are again at the entrance to the Neeform. So here we are inside the Neeform ahead of tonight's game. Once again, for those who might be watching this video for the first time and want a full tour of this stadium, then have a look at a pre-season friendly from July this year. If you go to the former videos, Redcar Town versus Bishop Auckland will give you a full tour of the Neeform Stadium. And if you're looking for a programme review tonight, well, it was a double header that was issued for the Seaham, for this game against Seaham Red Star, and also Tuesday night's match with Yarmouth Eaglescliff. So if you want to see what the programme for this match looked like, then watch the first 5 minutes of the video from the Redcar Town versus Yarmouth Eaglescliff game, and you will be able to have a look at it. And the teams are coming out for tonight's game here at the Neeform Stadium. Redcar Town in their regular home kit of red and blue stripes and blue shorts, and Seaham Red Star in their home kit of maroon and white stripes and maroon shorts. And we're underway here at the Neeform. Can Redcar Town get the job done tonight? A flick on from Stairs, and that's going to be back and into the hands of Sean Newbrook. So throwing to Town to be taken by Wilson. Joe Bennett fires it in, and headed goalwards. That's going to be easy for Newbrook. Michael breaks clear of the defence. Cuts inside, goes for goal. It's a great finish. A superb goal from McCrory Carmichael, and that's just the start that Redcar Town needed to put them into an early lead here at the Neeform. It is 1-0 to Redcar Town with a great opener. Connor Smith out to Abdullahi, driving forward, crosses over, picked up by Carmichael, cuts inside again, goes for goal again, this time kept out by Newbrook just about. Redcar Town looking in the mood tonight at the start of this game. So the first chance for a meaningful foray forward for Seaham. Free kick going to be taken by James Robinson out on this right hand side. Fired very high. Coming into the box and over the bar harmlessly. Connor Smith on the right hand side, waiting for support, and it arrives from Joe Taylor, tempted to go for a goal. He's thinking about it, and it was the right idea but the wrong execution. Down the corner to Carmichael again. Oh, and that was a foul, and it's just on the edge of the area, and Carmichael remonstrating that it was inside, but the referee's adamant that it's on the line. And watch the playback and judge for yourself, folks. I shall watch the video. So the resulting free kick, it's Gott and Taylor over the ball. It's going to be Craig Gott, and he goes for goal and has to settle for a corner. Another free kick to Redcar Town after the match referee is making one or two eccentric decisions, shall we say, at the start of this match. And it's going to be Gott again with a free kick. Sorry, it's not. It's Cameron Wilson. So Wilson goes to with a diagonal ball. It's fired back across to Smith. Goals for goal. It's charged down. And in fact, the referee has now stopped, I think, for a head injury. See him on the attack. And an effort across the face of goal from Ryan Appleby. Played upfield by Abdullahi. And now a free kick to Red. Stairs goes for goal and held by Newbrook. That must have stung a bit. Abdullahi on the right. Goes for goal and it's kept out. And now a missed hit from Duffield. Carmichael away from his marker again, but he's got no support. Goes for goal and it's brilliant! It's a brilliant finish from Kieran Stairs. Superb work out on the left from Macquarie Carmichael. He fizzed it into the head of Kieran Stairs, who found the back of the net. It's 2-0 to Redcar Town.
Go on.
And Carmichael steals it, and a good covering tackle there from Lewis Stanley, which definitely prevented a third goal for Redcar. Field gets away, and it's going to be a corner. So Cameron Wilson with the first Redcar corner of the game. Fired into the middle. Stairs, and there's a handball in there as well, but it's gone against Redcar. Abdullahi on the right again. It's got no one in the middle. Now Stairs. Goes for goal and held by Newbrook. And the referee blows the half-time whistle here at the Neeform. And Redcar Town getting the job done. And apart from a couple of half chances at the end of the half there for Seaham, it's been pretty comfortable stuff. And we go in at the break with the score Redcar Town 2, Seaham Red Star 0. So half time then, Redcar Town 2, Seaham Red Star 0, and probably the only surprise is that the home side haven't added more to their total. They've been in control for the majority of the game, really only in the final 5 minutes that Seaham have had a couple of half chances, bit of a goal mouse scramble that we actually missed on the camera, but other than that really it's been all one-way traffic, and but for some decent goalkeeping and some last gasp defending, Redcar Town would have been seriously in with a shout of reducing that goal difference. As it is, so far obviously they've eaten 2 into it. Let's see what their attitude is in the second half. Are they going to push on and try and wipe out that goal difference deficit that Yarm currently hold, which is now +3, or are they going to take their foot off the gas and try and conserve energy for that crucial deciding game against Darlington Town on Saturday? We'll see what happens after the break and find out. And we're back underway here at the Neeform. Free kick to Seaham just on the edge of the centre circle D, going to be taken by Robinson. Fires it into the edge of the area and dealt with. And now Carmichael on the counter. Gets away from his man, waiting for support. And he wins a free kick on the edge of the area. So it's going to be Joe Taylor with the latest Redcar Town free kick. Goes for goal and parried by Newbrook. Round the corner. Abdullahi. And wins a free kick. Kieran Stairs flicks on to Carmichael, and now Connor Smith And goes for goal. It's a good one-handed save from Newbrook. All still alive. And now Redcar on the attack again. Smith again. Goes for goal again, and this time it's over the bar. In fact, it took a nick on the way through, so it's going to be a corner to be taken by Wilson. Wilson with a Redcar corner. And fired across goal and over. So the first free kick to Seaham in a really dangerous position. What can they do with that? Goes for goal and held by Cowie. Free kick for Seaham out wide on the right. I assume it's going to be Robinson to take it again, can't quite see from here. And goes for goal and flicks over the bar by Cowie. So Sakete with the throw for Redcar. Robinson Coley trying to carve out an opening. And goes for goal, and it's just over the bar. Good footwork from the striker. Free kick on the halfway line taken short and quickly by Seaham. Now a lot of space out on the right, and Town will be disappointed that they left that gap. And Seaham running through and just about hooked clear, and some desperate defending from the home side. So Robinson again with the Red Star corner, fired into the box and wide. Free kick to Redcar Town on the far side. Fired in and headed wide by Harrison. And Seaham have pulled a goal back. It was a long throw and it was flicked onto the far post, and I think it's Ryan Appleby that's got the final touch. 2-1 here at the Neeform. Yes, again, Seaham attacking down the right hand side, ball fired in and just about dealt with. And the referee has shown a second yellow card to Matty Garbett, and no one is quite sure exactly why. But whatever, it means that Redcar Town will need to play out the last couple of minutes with 10 men. We're deep in injury time already here at the Neeform. And Garbett leaves the field. And it's going to be McKellen Lines with the late free kick for Seaham.
More importantly, goes right out.
Ref, how low?
Put one there.
So Lines with the kick. And it's gathered by Cowie. So Newbrook with his kick. Robinson Coley. And gets away from his man. And the referee blows the final whistle. and Redcar Town get the job done, and they keep their destiny in their own hands going into the final game of the season. They return to the top of the Ebac League Division 2 with 1 game to go. It has finished here at the Neeform. Redcar Town 2, Seaham Red Star 1. So it finishes Redcar Town 2, Seaham Red Star 1, and Town were hanging on a bit at the end there, weren't they? And it remains to be seen what those injuries to McCrory, Carmichael and Kieran Stairs will mean going into Saturday's game. Obviously big players for the club. You know, they put in a real shift in the first half of that game today and for part of the second, and with all the games together, remains to be seen whether they can get back to fitness in time for that crucial game. So it does, of course, all roll over to Saturday now at Darlington Town. Redcar Town are back to being 2 points clear, and both themselves and Yarm have a game left to play, but Yarm have a better goal difference of +3. So obviously if Redcar Town were to lose and Yarm were to win, then Yarm would be champions. If Redcar were to draw and Yarm were to win, then again Yarm would be champions. So essentially Redcar Town have to better Yarm's results. So obviously if Redcar Town win and Yarm win, then Redcar Town are promoted. If Redcar Town draw and Yarm draw, then Redcar Town are promoted. And if Redcar Town lose and Yarm lose, then they would also still be promoted. So they'll be keeping obviously one eye on what's going on over at Bedford Terrace on Saturday, where Yarm take on their landlords, Billingham Town. Yarm, of course, are tenants at that ground, so that's quite a game in itself. And Redcar Town just need to go to the 4G on at Darlington and win that game, and they are champions. So it's their second shot at the title. They blew the first chance. Can they take the second? They would still have a chance of a third, because they would be in the playoffs, obviously, if they fail to make it over the line. But I'm sure that they will not want to put themselves through that after the long, hard season that they've had. And nor, of course, will Yarm, who are still in 2 cup competitions as well. They're still in the League Cup and they're in the final of the North Riding Senior Cup. So they absolutely will not want extra matches in the shape of the playoffs. So both teams will be desperate to win the title at the first chance on Saturday. We'll see how it pans out, but not on this channel, unfortunately, because our attention now turns back to Redcar Athletic, which of course is our main club that we follow on this channel, with me being the club secretary. So on Saturday, the 18th of April, it is the final home game of the season for Redcar Athletic when they take on Blythe Town, a Blythe Town side that are fighting for their lives at the bottom of the Northern Premier League Division 1 East, and currently occupy one of the relegation places. So come back and see how that all pans out on Saturday the 18th. And until then, thanks as ever for watching Just a Sec TV.